Ms. Mottley says government has to spend hundreds of millions to address the island's water situation. She notes if there is genuine hardship, government has sought to help citizens through the Garbage and Sewage Contribution Relief Board. However, she says the matter of a reduction in water bills will be kept under review.
If the government's revenue situation or water authority's revenue situation improves significantly, then we can. But we are also carrying a hell of a lot of expenses for persons who are senior citizens and for persons who are very young in this country. And between the two, it means that the number of people who are working, which is reducing more and more, is carrying the load for everything. So I could tell you that, yes, and make you smile, but you and I both know, and you smiling with me because you know the answer already.
Given Barbados' classification as a water-scarce country, Prime Minister Mia Amor Mottley wants Barbadians to embrace water conservation methods. To assist in this regard, she is awaiting the rollout of a program from the Barbados Water Authority. Other matters raised included concerns about an obstruction on the boardwalk in Holetown.
We cannot access for much of the year onto the beach to the south of the beach house in front of what was the old Chefette property. During the construction of the boardwalk, there was an issue that developed there, and the end of the boardwalk is blocked by boulders for a significant part of the year. I believe you visited down there recently, and you probably found that it was very sandy and nice, which is something that happens for only a few months of the year. But usually you cannot get onto the beach, you cannot get across the boulders without going along private land.
The Deputy Director at the Coastal Zone Management, Antonio Rowe, says they are aware of the problem and have been looking for solutions.
The challenge we are having there is that the boulders that you're speaking of are actually owned by a private individual. The boulders actually belong to the revetment, to the Chefette site owners. So we've got in contact with them to ask them if we can move them or whatever. But we've also asked Beard to look, as you know, at a solution. And they recently submitted to have 3 options. So we're going to have to submit that to the Prime Minister. But I would like to say to the Prime Minister, we also did finish the report that you had asked, and we had submitted it. We had submitted it to the PS.
Prime Minister Mottley, who notes she's hearing the complaint for the first time, has asked officials to fully investigate.
Because it is my judgment, and we've said it to them, that we cannot keep doing a piece here and then forget about the next, and a piece there, and then a piece there, and that what we need is a holistic plan that allows us to be able to see how we can reclaim the beaches of the West Coast.
The Prime Minister and her team also dealt with several other issues, including overgrown lots and poor drainage. Wendy Burke, CBC News.